Welcome back, and thank you for sticking with us through our break. Um, if you missed the first half of our broadcast tonight, our heroes have accepted their role as the Stormbreakers, Emerald City's resident hometown heroes. Working with Mars, they've been doing a barrage of press and public events. They just got the key to the city from Mayor Amanda Talbot. And we left off as they were being escorted back inside City Hall by the mayor and two agents from Aegis, Agent Mackenzie and Wynn. So why don't we just pick up there? Let me go ahead and share with you guys. Some pictures of Agent Wynn and Mackenzie. Those are in your journals now.
Terrifying nickname.
Does he look like he's made of rock?
No, but he looks like he's definitely he looks a little grizzled. He looks like he's seen combat, which Seth, you would realize is somewhat unusual. Aegis analysts don't typically see a lot of field duty.
So my assumption is he's not exactly an analyst.
Maybe.
That he's something more than just the typical Aegis scientist.
Seems that way, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys get in, and the mayor says, well, I will leave you to your discussion. Yeah, the man is just kind of sitting there, standing back, looking thoughtful. The woman pops forward and says, hi, I'm Agent Elizabeth Nguyen. Just call me Beth, it's easier. And so yeah, we're super excited and happy to have you here, but there were questions. We wanted to make sure that everything was straight up and that we were, ready to make sure that we're here to support you and you're here to support us, and nobody's going to get in anyone's way or step on anybody's toes, and that we're all going to be here for the benefit of everything.
Well, I don't have toes, so.
And then she kind of looks back over at the other agent. I'm doing it again, aren't I? And he just kind of nods.
Yeah, take a breath, girl.
Yep. Usually periods are for breathing in sentences.
Right. So how about instead of me talking and embarrassing myself, we start with you guys. And she pulls out a notebook. And so can you please give us an overview of your powers, so much as you are already familiar with them?
Sure, I'll start. So I can create portals that anything and everything can go through. Like me, they go both ways. And yeah, that's my thing.
So how long have you been operating as a hero?
Well,
a week.
4 days, 5 days. I did attend the Claremont Academy. Right up until last spring.
She's scribbling notes down quickly. And what motivated you to become a hero?
It's kind of personal. Can we come back to that when we get to know each other a little better?
Sure. And the man pulls out an iPad and starts jotting something down as well. Keone, if you would could answer the same question, can you give us an overview of your abilities? And
I can make things out of ice. I can control ice. And then I make my ice daggers. Just,
Yone.
demonstration purposes.
Ice
And then I
batons.
put them away. I've had my powers for most of my life. Been
So
working with now for a week-ish.
you didn't get your powers because of the storm, then?
Not exactly.
Oh, I should clarify. I didn't get mine from the storm either. Obviously, since I was at Claremont Academy.
Keone, what were you doing on the day of the Silver Storm that allowed you to get there so quickly if you were not already present and affected by the storm?
I happened to be on my way to class
On a
and
Saturday?
noticed a large explosion and figured that I could help.
On a Saturday?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're not
colleges do
suspicious
have classes
at all.
on Saturdays, right?
We're
I
not
like
the
to
least
study.
bit suspicious.
Crucible.
Present.
Present.
Can you outline your abilities for us, please?
I am a Jedi, but only for metal things.
Ferrokinetic. Understood.
And I got my powers as a result of the storm.
What motivated you to use your abilities as a hero, as opposed to, say, registering with a government agency to learn how to control your abilities?
I don't trust the government.
And I yelled at him to do it.
And peer pressure from the old man, yes.
I do not believe that is what the word peer means.
I see. All right, so I have to know. Professor Cephalopod.
Yes, I'm an octopus.
I mean, yes, you're an octopus, and you have.
I am in a mech suit.
Did you build that
Yes,
by yourself, or did you have help?
I have 8 arms.
So, how long have you been operating? I know that there had been rumors of you, kind of like an urban legend. So obviously you were here before the storm. How long have you been an octopus? Well, that's rude. How long have you been operating inside the mech suit to be a hero?
Approximately 2 months.
Have you been in Emerald the whole time?
Yes.
Are you from Emerald?
I mean, that would be strange, wouldn't it not? I'm from the ocean.
Well, I mean, we are coastal.
I was transferred to an aquarium here. I didn't like that, so I left.
All right. And then Bulwark. What are your abilities?
I'm stronger than I used to be. I don't have as much pain as I used to have. And
Does
I'm
Bulwark
pretty
know?
durable.
Does Bulwark know Morse code?
Probably. I'm a veteran.
Does he have the communication device in his ear?
Yes.
You will hear in Morse code, hold back.
Okay.
Okay. Board, can you give me a perception check?
Yeah. Let me. My character sheet up. $22.
So while you are talking with Agent Wynn, you're suddenly aware of, and you're not sure why you're aware of it, but that Agent Mackenzie seems to have a weakness around his knee.
Hmm.
So okay, so you're stronger, you feel less pain. We already know that you're very resilient to damage. What where how long have you had these abilities?
Since the Silver Storm.
So you were affected by the storm.
I was.
All right. That's all good. So did any of you know each other before before the day of the storm, when you all came together as a team? Did you know each other ahead of time?
I think I may have seen Professor Cephalopod before.
Some people have. But no, as in, were we aware of each other as individuals on a personal level? That is a no.
What about Mars? Did any of you know of him or know him before your encounters?
I mean,
Of him, sure,
he's Maxwell Mars. Yes, we knew of him.
but actually knew him? No.
Do any of you have military experience?
No.
Yes.
I mean, you know, some people consider Claremont a paramilitary organization, so, you know, maybe.
We don't.
Okay, then no.
What about do any of you have advanced degrees of any kind, such as engineering or medical or other scientific knowledge? Or
Questions
I
are
have-
becoming deeply personal.
I've got a GED.
we're just trying to best understand what we want to understand you, so that we know how to support you, how to help you, what we should and shouldn't ask your assistance with. Obviously, you know, if there was a magical crisis, we'd want to know if any of you had expertise within the occult. You know, it wouldn't do any, you know, you wouldn't take a magical problem to the Atom family, and you wouldn't find the Master Maid if there was an alien invasion. So that's why we wanted. Yes, sorry.
Let us be pragmatic. You are also trying to find out how to handle us should we become a problem.
I got beat up by a wizard once. Does that count?
We certainly do collect information for that purpose, but that is not the main reason we're asking.
To answer your question, I do have immense scientific knowledge.
What about medicine?
Yes. Neuroscience specifically, but biology, human anatomy.
I was more physical science, but I spent a lot of time working for, peripherally for government agencies.
So noted.
Riley's not here for this conversation, right?
No.
Okay.
Riley is still outside talking to the press as they're leaving, handing out, press packets with officially approved photos, many of which are action shots showing you guys using your abilities, and making sure that everyone knows how to contact her if there are questions or if anyone would like to set up interviews with any members of the team. So she's still outside dealing with the press.
Don't worry, your mommy's not here.
The mayor is also not in the office. It is just you five and the 2 agents. So, to address your what you brought up, Professor Cephalopod, we really don't want you to look at us as adversaries.
Oh, I do not.
Or inconveniences.
I'm just letting you know that I am aware, because it is what I would do.
As far as you have demonstrated so far, we're on the same side. We all want what's best for Emerald City, for the country, for the world. We are absolutely aware that you could be a threat, and yes, our questions have some degree of that, but we really are mostly interested in knowing how best we can support you and what support you can offer us should we call on you. Also, to be perfectly frank, Aegis had to sign off on sanctioning you as a team. We want to know that we can expect a certain degree of professionalism. We're hoping that this will be the same kind of relationship that the city has with the Freedom League.
I give Keone the side eye.
At this point, I'm just going to look at him and say, do you know about me already?
We're aware of your record, yes.
Okay. Just making sure that that's out there so it doesn't create any road bumps.
Agent,
Yes.
what's wrong with your left knee, if I can ask?
It was injured when I was dealing with. I used to be a field agent, not an analyst.
And then I took an arrow to the knee.
I got a little too close to Headhunter, who did not appreciate a flatliner getting close enough to almost capture him. He had his way with me for some time before I was before he was stopped and I was rescued. My knee has never been the same since. And that's why they put me into the analyst division instead of the combat division.
Bulwark, how did you know?
I'm not sure. Well, I've spent my entire career making things more sturdy and looking for instabilities between the rockets and the buildings, and I saw an instability in his leg.
You
Okay.
noted that down.
I'm sure they're both. First time that's happened.
Seth is totally taking mental measurements.
Okay.
Because in his mind, he's like, I could help with that.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Oh no.
We have the octopus.
We have the lab. We'll send you a brace.
Why fix just the one when I can give you 6 others?
That's right.
Well, we as long as we're keeping our cards on the table, the Aegis office here in Emerald is perhaps somewhat understaffed. We have a complement of several dozen agents here within the city. However, we are currently, our headquarters are in the federal building downtown. Most of our vehicles have been in storage just outside of town. And Beth, I'm going to trust you to stay quiet about this. I never said this. To be perfectly frank, I have doubts about Director Mitchell's ability to get resources in the field if they turn out to be necessary.
Is that the player question? Is that the director locally or is that the director nationally?
That is the local director.
Okay.
Is that a name I'm familiar with?
Give me an intelligence check.
Well, I mean, you said we were going to be brief, so I'm pretty sure if we were talking to Aegis agents that we would have been at least given their names.
Straight intellect. That is a 29.
Right, because you have eidetic memory.
Yep.
So Director Mitchell was a field agent. He's middle-aged, so he's not quite in field duty shape anymore, but he was fairly well decorated during his time as a field agent before retiring into the office. The previous director of Aegis in Emerald City had died 7 years ago in an automobile accident. And Joseph was appointed as his successor after that. So.
Okay.
He's known to be bright and hardworking, but maybe not a good man and a smart man, but maybe not a fantastic administrator.
And that's basically what I'm going to ask 8-Ball is this an issue of competence, of clout, of resources he's provided with?
Or just administrative ability?
I'm not entirely sure. I trust that Director Mitchell is doing the best he can. I know he was highly decorated for his service in the field, but
One would not expect a field agent to be administrative.
no, but he also had been the deputy to Director Benham for several years before Benham's death. So I had higher hopes perhaps, but.
Well, Emerald is also not a hotbed of activity.
That is true, or at least it
wasn't
hadn't been.
Until recently. So perhaps he will rise to the occasion.
We can certainly hope so. In any case, we have
As
the
better-
contacts with your press liaison, and of course with Mars himself. We will certainly share information with you as much as we are able to. And we certainly hope that you will be willing to do the same if and when we ask. We're not expecting you to turn over everything, but hopefully if we ask, you will not hide things from us. Yeah, I mean, you all seem really nice. I'd really like to have a good, friendly working relationship.
I think
To
we can
that
do
end, if you would like to stop by the tower later today, we can provide you with a means of direct communication.
And you can check out the gift shop.
We have a gift shop.
Always exit through the gift shop.
There's always a gift shop.
I was unaware of a gift shop.
Wait, are there Crucible action figures?
Not
Made
yet.
of metal.
Take that, Overdrive.
All right. So Mackenzie will stick out a hand.
I'll shake it.
I'll shake it.
I'll shake it 8 times.
I'll shake.
Oh
What
my
about
God.
Fiona and Crucible?
I'll shake his hand.
I won't. I'll just look at him and say, we'll see.
Fair enough.
You'll have to excuse Keone. She is young and full of
Abrupt.
anger.
All righty. Well, with that, the agents will leave, and as they leave, Riley will come in and say, "So they wouldn't let me in. How did that go?"
Pretty good, but Keone, could you not pick fights with people with legal enforcement authority?
Literally
picking
everyone.
I'm not picking fights. I'm just not giving
Young
in
lady,
to his forced
you are-
authority.
You are projecting attitude upon everyone we come in contact with.
All I did was give him a nice icy stare.
You are projecting attitude
While
everyone we meet.
everyone else shook his hand.
And
Stared at him coldly.
Well, to be
What I
fair,
do-
Professor Cephalopod shook his hand enough for all of us.
accurate.
Okay.
What'd you mumble over there, Ethan?
Oh, I said super
Yes,
true.
but-
Super true.
Yes, but now I have a DNA set. No, I'm just kidding.
She needs to quit taking. He needs to quit taking blood samples from everyone.
Not everyone, just you
And me.
and you. Although I think you took your own.
Mine was a lot harder to get than his.
All right, I had to go in through your mouth. I forgot.
Oh. Ow.
There are worse places to go in.
So can we go see the tower now?
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Mars is waiting for us there. The tower is still not yet open to the public. It is the lower levels are still being converted over. Your base is not complete, but there's a good deal of it that is already set up, and I know that he's very excited to show it to you. So, yeah, let's.
Do we each get our own room?
Your own room?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are there are
Residences.
yeah
Living quarters.
personal quarters in the base.
That is
so-
amazing. Let us go.
Could cancel.
All right.
I would love to eat some lettuce right now. I haven't had lettuce in years. Can't digest it. He's just mumbling to himself.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
But before we leave, I'm going to put my hand on Portal's shoulder and hold him back just 1 second from everybody else. I'm going to pull out my phone and pull up that commentator.
Mhm.
I'm like, people like this, ignore these jackasses.
who is that?
The commentator who was ranting about you coming out.
Oh,
Because if you haven't heard it, even better, ignore them. They're jackasses. They're stupid. You're a good kid, and I don't care about your parents. They're dumbasses too because they let you go. I'm proud of you, and I'll give you a hug. Then get the hell out of here.
he just feel like,
Which is very weird for an 80-something-year-old person.
yeah. I'm just kind of like, thanks.
Is Bulwark our dad?
He's team granddad.
Team granddad.
You've got 2 moms. You're fine.
I do not have 2 moms. I have a mom and a PR person.
He has a mom and a younger mom. Wait,
No, it's one of the things where it's kind of like, he's caught off guard by it, so he's like not sure how to respond, but there's a little bit of a glisten in his eye.
Why is the initiative tracker on?
Because the GM is playing with things, trying to get the lighting working right on the room I'm about to take, the map I'm about to take you to.
We're in danger.
No,
I'm in danger.
not yet.
Sure. Yeah, we haven't been hit by anything, so it's a coming.
So the whole time we're moving from the office to however we're transporting, Seth is just mumbling about lettuce and salads, and I miss watermelon. He's just mumbling about fruits and vegetables.
Do you want us to put something in your tank, little guy?
What?
Yeah, little guy may not be the word you want to call him.
I'm sorry, what?
Do you want us to put like cucumbers or something in your bowl?
I am not a dog, young man.
No, but you live inside a fish, like a water tank. Like, do you want us to give you some flavored water?
Besides, he clearly asked for lettuce.
I must adjust the subcutaneous nanites.
We can pour some like seltzer in there if you want some like LaCroix or some White Claw in the tank.
I breathe that water.
You've not met some of the frat guys I know.
I'm fine, thank you.
You sound like you're having an issue, and I'm trying to help. I don't know how to help.
Do you know what octopuses eat?
Crabs?
And mollusks and fish and other living things, creatures made of meat.
Okay,
And I am a
so
Both
vegetarian.
creatures are made of meat.
question.
Yes.
Are you guys taking there is a limo that could take you to the tower, or is Portal just going to open a portal to the tower?
Portal's not opening a portal to the tower because he's riding in the limo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm straight riding in a limo.
Mm-hmm.
I will meet you there.
The limo should have alcohol in it, so I'm straight riding.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, technically, being human sized, you'd think he could fit in a vehicle, but like there's a whole, like he doesn't fold the way that human beings do. So
It's a whole thing.
The
The whole
limo
thing.
the vehicle would be configured to fit you if you wanted to ride in it.
okay.
It's a Hummer limo.
You can just ride on the top. Just hang on to the top and just
I mean, I could just magnetize myself to it,
I can magnetize
Wait.
you to it.
wave at people as we go by.
ooh, does it have ooh, maybe it has a hot tub in the back and you can get in the hot tub.
I'm gonna
Party
text
in the
over-
front, octopus in the back.
Aaron, I am gonna text Overwatch and tell him that we're on our way to the tower.
Okay.
I'm not certain that I would like to make soup of myself.
You can sit on the top with your tentacles hanging in the sunroof.
Okay, but I'm in my suit.
Oh, Aaron, I'm also going to tell Overwatch that if he decides to come visit, he needs to wear a costume because Riley's here.
I don't have a costume.
Get a hoodie. It worked for me.
No, it didn't.
I mean, by point of order, it did not. Okay. So I have moved you guys onto a map on Roll20.
It's a map. That means there's going to be fight.
I'm very proud of this map because I made this map entirely by myself in Roll20.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, come on. I can't
wow.
Down near the bottom of the map.
No, I know. It just keeps my screen keeps jumping. I hate Apple.
I like apples. They're good.
This
Ugh, my
this
friend.
episode brought to you by not Apple.
Really, I mean, we've kind of been bashing them hardcore this episode.
Well, I'll just have to wait until we get past the first floor.
It's fine.
I can only see half of it, but it looks beautiful.
All right. So Riley takes you up an elevator. There's an express elevator from the downstairs lobby that shoots past the bottom 20 floors of the building, taking you up to the 25th floor, which is the first floor of your area. She explains, that the lower levels are going to be offices, administrative offices. Some of them are going to be leased out, but that the top floors are yours alone. And in fact, she punches in a code and says, the only Mars Tech people who have access to this are myself, Mr. Mars, and any support staff who are going to be hired for your benefit. Otherwise, the codes you guys will have access to the codes and no one else.
Okay.
When you get up there, there is, coming right out of the elevator, there is a reception area. There is a Android receptionist sitting at a desk.
Is it a Cynthia?
See, we've got a clear bias towards Google.
Oh, the puns.
It's not one of Daedalus's robots, is it?
It is not one of Daedalus's robots.
Bummer.
It was made by Mars.
I bet you
There's
they
a
would
Mars
play
bot.
Uno.
It's a Mars bot. But Mars says, well, let me show you around and show you what all we have provided in your new base. Like I said, not everything is set up yet. We're getting to, we're still filling in some of the areas. Obviously, the personal quarters haven't been furnished yet because we figured you'd want to do that yourself. But so on this floor, we have the public area. This is the only level which is accessible from that elevator. Or any of these 3 elevators. There is another elevator that will go between these 5 floors. That one doesn't go anywhere else and is only for your purpose, for your purposes. It does have an express down to the bottom as well, though. The android there will be a perfect receptionist. She never needs a day off. She's able to monitor phone and police communications any hours of the day. She's not the best conversationalist, but on this level is also the infirmary, the computer lab, the library, and the communication center, and a press conference room, so that if you have future press conferences, you may do them here within the base. There's also offices on this floor that are for your support staff once we have any. Any questions, or shall I go ahead and take us up to the next floor?
Onward and upward.
Let's go up.
Your name was
Okay.
Ryler? Your name was Riley?
Riley. Yeah, no, my name's Riley.
Oh, okay. Just checking. I'm bad with names for people that I've never met before.
Sorry, something was caught in my throat.
All right. Mars then ushers you over to the elevator. Takes you up to the 2nd floor. I'm not going to bother moving your tokens, but you guys can scroll up to the map as I reveal it. And Mars says, so this floor is designed to, for the most part, be the residence. There are a total of 10 rooms for personal quarters. There's a dining room, a kitchen, 2 different living rooms, locker rooms, a home theater, and a gymnasium and pool on this floor.
It is a saltwater pool, yes?
Mhm.
Carol, we need to change the water in the pool. It is not yet, but it will be a saltwater pool. Yes.
Thank you. Chlorine is very bad for my lungs.
It's bad for our lungs, too.
Accurate.
We can also arrange to have one of the personal quarters have a private, have a pool within the quarters for you, Professor.
I mostly just need a large tank.
Understood. Well, let's go on, and unless you have questions, like I said, we will work with you to furnish the residences to best suit your individual likes and desires. We can make sure you have any game systems you want attached to the television.
Can we request a hot tub?
How do you attach Monopoly to a television?
I believe he means video games.
Oh, those. Yeah.
We can have a robust collection of board games as well. Right, so let's move on. We can probably bypass the 3rd floor. You won't need much there unless something goes wrong. I'm sure you'll want to examine them at your leisure, but the environmental controls, the defense systems, and the power core are located on the 3rd floor. There's also some storage areas, but there's not a lot to see right now.
I'm itching to go there.
That was Marshall.
We just look at each other like, science.
Well,
I just want to see the combat training room.
what you really want to see is going to be up on the 4th floor. And he pushes the elevator up to the 4th floor. When you step out into the he says, so this is where we have 3 labs and 3 workshops that are under construction for you to do personal work. They have not been stocked yet, but we will make sure that they have all the equipment that you could possibly desire. Also on this floor, and extending up one more floor, is the training room, which I will be happy to show you. But let's pop up to the 5th floor real fast first, and then we can come back here, shall we?
Yeah, sure.
I'm reluctantly floating back to the elevator, but still looking at the
Bad octopus.
Professor, we will have plenty of time.
You've never heard an octopus whimper like a puppy, but
Womp womp.
Those look familiar.
some of them do.
So up on the 5th floor, it is the other floor of the training room, but also, and he leads you out into the hangar, where you see the van, the grav bikes, and also the chariot. And the 4th wall of the hangar room is a force field.
I am going to, just because I want to see what will happen, I want to create a portal in front of me that leads to just 5 feet outside the force field. See what happens.
Yeah. You feel resistance.
Good.
Like perhaps you, and you know what? You worked at the Claremont, you trained there. You're aware that force fields can block your portals.
Yep.
So
good.
Does anybody know how to fly a jet?
No, but it sure as hell be fun to look.
I mean,
they do have an autopilot, Mars says, but you'll probably will want to spend some time getting familiar with the controls in case you
I
ever
have
need.
some experience.
Does it feel like I can move it with my powers? I'm not going to try to. I'm just going to reach out with my awareness magnetism and see if it's magnetic.
The van and the grav bikes, yes. I'm not sure whether or not you actually have enough strength to move the chariot.
I think I can lift 25 tons.
Yeah, it's probably within your limits.
It's also
It
possible
is
that
magnetic.
it's also possible that it's made of some sort of alloy that.
Right.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out if I could fly it if we needed, like in an emergency situation.
Sure. So you would realize that while parts of it are non-ferrous alloys and whatnot, at least its inner core is magnetic, so you could move it.
Okay. So I could fly the plane if we needed somebody to fly it. We can only go as fast as I can carry it.
It'd be a long ride back from Freedom City.
Yes, it would.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about nosebleeds?
Not great. They remind me of Resident. Why?
But if you wanted to check out the training room, that's actually, to be honest, I've designed most of its defenses myself, and I'm terribly eager to let you test it and see what it's capable of.
So are we, or so am I. I won't speak for the rest of the group, but
Yeah, let's check it out.
I want to go in there and punch a hologram in the face.
Okay.
So on the 4th floor, I'm assuming these rooms next to the training room are what, locker rooms?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let's go see what this training room's got.
So there are locker rooms if you needed to change. I'm assuming you guys are in your superhero uniforms because you were doing photos and whatnot, but so he will escort you into the training room, and I'm going to go ahead and move you guys to a different map.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
We're in danger room.
We're in a room that has danger.
Yeah, this
Was
feels like a super danger room.
Was
You're in a-
Riley still there?
Dangerous room.
Riley was with you at this point. However, she is going to go up. If you're getting ready to go into the training room, she's like, I'm going to head back down and get in touch with the, do some follow up and do some work. And I think I actually still have some work I have to do for school tonight too. Oh, and it's Mr. Mars, it's date night with my husband. So no, I understand. Well, I'll see you Monday morning.
Enjoy yourself, Riley.
But not too much.
Oh, let married couples have their time.
All right.
Glowers and face mask.
So we're the top 5 floors. Our lair is 5 floors, right?
Mm-hmm.
How big is the tower itself?
I'm betting it's the tallest tower. It's the tallest building in the city.
And it's only 5 floors?
No, because the Mars Corporation has the floors below it.
Yes.
Oh.
So I am willing to bet, just because it's Mars, it's the tallest building in the city.
Let me double check. I believe I said that there were 20 floors below, but let's go ahead and say 30 stories below.
Okay. So it's about 35 stories then.
Yep.
Because that's how math works.
Yeah. Indeed it is.
Are you sure? Is that your final answer?
That is how math works.
It may be retconned next week, but for today, it is his final answer.
Yes.
Math may work differently next week.
None of us are
No, math
Math
will
is
still
more,
a soft science. All right, let's get into some trouble. Let's test out this trouble room.
Keone, I'll make you a deal. In this room, you can stab stuff that isn't one of us 4 all you want.
Or Maximilian Mars.
Well, that isn't alive. If you will use ice batons outside of this room.
Stop stabbing things.
All right. So
What do I get to attack first?
Loading, loading, loading.
So Mars, leads you into the room and says, it's really quite simple. And he gestures. And as he does, a number of things appear in the room.
Please be a dragon.
A dragon.
I just want to know if we're going to have a training room mishap episode the very first time we use the training room.
All of a sudden, we have all become Sherlock Holmes. We can't get out until we solve the crime.
There are barriers that rise up.
And for some reason, I play the trombone.
The walls slide open and out come mobile turrets that are armed with coil launchers, flamethrowers, taser cannons, and other areas.
And other fun things.
And there is a small white disc with a large red X on it, which is up at the top left corner. And he says, all you have to do is deactivate that sensor before the defenses immobilize you. Simple, right?
Yeah.
It sounds simple.
Then let the games begin. And Mars dematerializes as you realize that he wasn't actually in the room at all. He was a hologram.
He was a Mars the whole time.
And why don't you guys roll for initiative?
Why don't we?
Damn. I'm excited.
Click on your token first.
3.
Ah! And the whole room shifts. No! Come on.
No, I'm not first again.
Did I move?
I'm not going last this round. I'm going first next round.
That is one way to look at it. That is definitely one way to look at it.
It is not correct way, but
Silly question, Aaron. Are those walls floor to ceiling?
They are.
So we can't see how many turrets there are.
You're aware of one, and you heard several others.
I'm aware of 2.
I was gonna say I can see 2.
Okay. Let me roll for initiative for my NPC bots.
Crucible, can you do anything with the turrets?
I'm about to find out. Oh no, he's got plastic guns. Bam, 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 bam. My only weakness.
Making them out of alloy would be what I would do, knowing that you were coming into this room.
They're all armed with slingshots and rocks.
All right. It didn't assign.
So are they just gonna like go all at one time? Like you said, there's flamethrower ones and all that. Like, are each one of them set up as different things?
Yes.
Okay. So like the flamethrower one could be behind us, but it could also be the one that's all the way over on the other side of the room.
You're not 100% sure which ones are armed with which weapons.
Okay.
Or perhaps they're all armed with, everything.
Yeah, they
Perhaps.
could be all flamethrowers.
I think Keone is missing from the tracker.
Does it? Oh. I mean,
I
I
think
clicked on my little person.
Yeah,
I hate Apple products.
It's fine. I can add her manually.
I was gonna say I clicked on her because I've got a little red 1 and I rolled a 17.
Okay.
I was also looking at that going like, who's missing? Like, who's dumb and didn't put their button on there? Oh, it's me.
All right. So, round one.
Fight.
What do you want to do?
Well, it's my turn. Did I see the circle with the red X before the walls went up?
You did.
Okay. Then I'm going to attempt to create a portal
Okay.
that is going to put me out right next to the X.
Okay.
I'm going to walk through it, waiting for him to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to say, no, I think we could use the practice. And I'm going to use my standard action to you, instead of touching the red X, I'm going to prepare the redirecting warp.
Okay. Give me a
I no
perception
longer
check.
see anybody.
Yep. Perception?
Yeah.
Let's see here. That is a 16.
Okay. So you will realize that the red X is visible, but is behind access panels that look like there's going to need to be security codes to get actually to where you can touch the X.
Oh my God, it's a mystery room. It's an escape room.
Then in that case, I'm going to step over one. The portal is still open. But I am going to, so I guess I wouldn't go, oh, we need the practice. So I just go like, okay, my part here is for the moment done and ready my redirecting warp.
Okay. And there is a portal from where you were over to
to the X.
all right.
I feel very exposed.
If I remember correctly, I think I was up here.
Were you?
That's what it looked like. I think all of us got moved a little bit though at some point because we were back here, but then all of a sudden we were up here. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like when I accidentally moved everything got shifted by about no, that's where everything should be.
Okay.
So okay. All right. So that's Portal's turn. The mobile weapons. The one that is closest to the group pivots.
Pivot.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
And tosses out a gout of flame that will cover everyone but Portal. I need a dodge save.
I don't want the gout.
Really glad I moved to the side of my portal because that gout of flame comes out. I'm sure it goes out through it. Ooh.
Oh,
9.
Everyone okay over there?
14.
Nope.
No.
That's 12.
Can
Crucible?
I like intercept and like throw an ice shield? Like,
Nope.
Crucible
Not
got
yet.
Crucible got a 14.
Okay, so none of you make the dodge save, so I need all of you to give me a DC 25 toughness save.
Oi. Oh no.
I'm good.
Oh.
okay, oh, toughness save. Okay, there it is. 23.
Okay, so Keone takes a bruise.
Ethan gets a
I
16.
I am dazed.
I got a 27.
Okay, Professor C is fine. Bulwark is dazed.
Ethan gets a B and D.
And-
Because I'm assuming that I'm not, well, if I'm considered covering somebody, but I don't know that I was. I didn't say it. I was getting ready to interpose. So,
Yeah, and you also can't interpose against area effects.
Yep.
So So yeah, a bunch of flame washes over all of you, which is not entirely pleasant. And the mobile weapon platform closest to Portal fires its taser cannon.
You about to get tased, bro.
Well, you did have your redirecting warp ready.
Yep. So that is 23.
That is more than adequate to redirect it.
Let's do it right back at it.
Okay. You
Don't
have
tease
it
me, bro.
you do need to make a 2-hit roll, do you not?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That is this one. Almost a crit.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever it does up to power level 10.
Okay. So the electricity washes over it, but it looks like the mobile weapon platform is probably immune to fortitude saves.
Okay.
So the being tased does not seem to affect it.
Alrighty.
Kiana.
Well, I'm going to blast the flamethrower guy with an ice blast.
That is certainly an option.
Better be an option. Helps if I push the right buttons. Okay. God, I hate Apple products so much. Okay, so I'm going to hit him with an ice blast.
Okay.
Oh my God, and I am using a hero point.
Natural
God.
one will automatically miss.
Oh my God, I rolled a 9.
9, but that's a 19.
That's a 19.
Well,
Oh my.
the pre-hero point roll was.
Oh,
Yeah,
the pre, okay.
Yeah, pre-hero point roll was a 9.
All right, roll again.
Roll again. And I got a 17.
Which is actually a 27. Because you rolled a 9.
Yeah,
So it becomes a 19. Yeah, so you will hit it. It will have to make a DC 27 toughness save. It could. It does not. So describe how your ice blast disposes of that mobile weapons platform.
Basically, it just comes out of me like a giant ball of ice, just right straight at it, and it just explodes.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat
Yeah, like
power
yeah,
going on there.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
She even
it's like
she even lifts up her leg.
the ball with the tail at the end.
Do you want to take a move action?
Yeah, I guess I should move out of the way.
There's
I'm
a
gonna
19.
go. Can I go through his portal?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him and go through portals. Portal.
Okay.
Sounds like a bar. Portal. Okay, now I'm done.
Okay. Crucible.
Is the wall magnetic? Or is the floor magnetic?
Just don't you have those ball bearings in your pocket?
No.
I do. I'm getting a feel. I had a plan, but I don't think I
Getting a lay of the land.
However, the wreckage of the mobile weapons platform is.
How much surface area do you think I could smash and flatten that thing into in terms of creating a creation with my create power?
How big of a creation are you talking?
I want to create. Essentially, I want to create a floating shield that I could put like up around to provide cover for myself as I move.
You could definitely create a man-sized shield out of its wreckage.
Awesome. I will do that. And I am dazed, so that's all I will do. I will sort of focus my energy, grab the wreckage over, hammer it flat into like a kite-shaped shield, and have it float freely beside me.
Okay. I am going to give you control of that wreckage.
Aha!
Where's your name in the drop down? There you are. All right, you should be able to move that wreckage around now with your move object.
I'm a player. I can't turn it into art or say is drawing. Okay, no worries.
No, you can't. Professor C.
Well, I am going to. Oh, there's something I really want to try. Let's. I'm going to go ahead and move through the portal.
Okay.
Bloop. And start having a look at that.
Through the portal.
I weaved through the portal. And
the portal.
I'm going to have a look at that that panel.
Okay. You can give me an expertise of some sort of science or a technology roll.
We will start with the tech roll. That is a 32.
Okay, that you can see. You can definitely see how you would be able to open up the access patch. And with a 32, you can get it most of the way done, but not quite all in one turn.
Okay.
So a behind the scenes, and for the benefit of our audience, what our heroes are currently dealing with, in addition to a combat encounter with the bits, or with the bots, is there is a skill challenge to access this hatch. There are a certain number of successes that are needed. There are a couple of different tasks that can be done to get the successes needed. The technology is one, the perception check was another. There may be other things that can gain it as well. Our heroes have gotten a fair number of successes towards their total, but haven't quite achieved as many as they need to complete the challenge. So that's Professor C. Bulwark.
I am dazed, so I'm just gonna come over here and say, Crucible, stay behind me. And that will be my action.
Oh, did anybody let us know that there's a science thing going on through the portal?
I mean,
we can see it.
Oh, Bulwark, I'll be okay. Go. I think your skills would be better served with the science puzzle over there. I think Kiona and I should focus on distracting the turrets.
Agreed.
I can only move this round, so then I'll do that next.
Okay.
And I am no longer dazed.
You are no longer dazed.
Huzzah.
Portal.
No.
We're back.
Gonna keep the portal open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to create a small portal, maybe about the size of my hand, in front of me, and then the exit being in front of the red X. Am I able to bypass?
I'm going to ask for a perception check to successfully figure out where you can position, where you'd have to position it. But it's something that you can try to do, yes. To make sure that you're actually putting your hand through someplace where there's room for your fingers to actually get to it.
As well as room for my portal that is not going to interact with anything.
Right.
Okay.
Because you can't.
22.
Yes, that will be enough.
I will open it, and now I will say, we need a little more practice. And then I'll use my standard to do my redirecting warp.
Okay.
Close the portal for now.
Okay. That takes us to my mobile weapons platforms, which are going to do some stuff.
Hey. Oh, they are mobile. They can move.
Yeah. They're called
Did you
mobile
not hear him
weapons
say
platforms.
mobile platforms?
I mean, I did, but I thought it was a euphemism.
Euphemism for what?
I don't know.
For being mobile. All right. Over on the far side of the room, there is one mobile weapon platform that is going to open up with a laser cannon at, trying to shoot at Crucible.
They seem to have been moved.
I thought you were right there.
I was up against the wall.
No.
And I'm not that big. You can see around me.
Okay.
Well, no, I would have to be up against the wall to
Open those hatches. Yeah.
start messing with
Oh.
the panel.
Yep. Sorry. Well, move yourself where you need to be.
No, I'm good.
All right. So yes, the laser blaster is going to shoot at Crucible.
I will interpose.
I figured.
Enter
Um,
that pose.
A
Enter-
whopping dodge of 4.
Oh, yikes.
it'll miss.
I was gonna say it was getting a -2 from my cover at least.
I've also rolled a natural one.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
The portal that is staring directly at, or not the portal, the weapon system that is staring directly at Portal to his south is going to also fire with his laser cannon.
And I will attempt to
Redirect it.
redirect it. So I rolled a 3, but because it's an active defense, the result is actually a 13. So that's 22.
23.
Ah! Oh, but 24, it still misses though. Because my base dodge is a 24.
Ah, okay. So you're not able to redirect it, but you are able to get out of the way.
Yep.
Okay. Darn. The
But
one
does
that is
One of these
looking-
little guys get an action?
what?
Does each one of these little guys get an action?
Uh-huh.
No, several of them do.
Oh.
The one that is kind of diagonally staring at everyone is going to launch a coil at Professor Cephalopod.
I do not like that at all.
That's a 26.
That is a 27.
Ah! Sorry, Professor.
Fine.
Professor C, I need a dodge save.
Twice in a row, beaten by 1.
Boop. That is a 12.
12, you say?
Yep.
You are defenseless and immobilized as the coil wraps itself around you.
The suit is, I assume.
Well, yes.
Okay, that's fine.
You are the robot.
And finally, Keone, the one that is staring directly at you is going to blast you with a laser cannon.
A lot of freaking laser cannons.
Yep.
All right, so I got a 26, so time for you to roll a 27.
Nope, that is a 17.
Hey! So now I will attempt to hit the one that was doing the shooting.
Okay.
Ooh, but that's a 16 to hit.
That is enough.
Hey.
But wow. I mean, they're minions, but I rolled a 19 on the die for its toughness save, so it will not be destroyed by its own blast.
Well, okay then.
Its laser blasters are actually less damaging than its flamethrower.
Okay, so what do I need to do?
Nothing.
Oh,
Uh, Portal had it blast itself.
oh, all right, cool. Thanks, bro.
You know, like he likes to do.
So you're up, Keanu.
Thanks, bro.
Like you do.
How many of these can I take out at one time?
By
Can I only
default,
attack one?
you can only attack one. If you wanted, you could use extra effort or spend a hero point to either get an area extra on your power or to maybe multi-shot it.
I already used my hero point.
Then you can shoot one.
Or you can do that, but
Become fatigued. Yeah.
You can
Which that only-
aggro. You could give yourself an aggro headache.
Basically.
So, like, if I'm fatigued, that just means I move slower, right?
Yes.
Half as
It
fast.
doesn't affect
Okay.
my blasting ability.
That's all that fatigue does, yeah. But if you get fatigued again, then you become exhausted. But yeah, no, I mean by itself, that's all that happens.
Go ahead, take a rage nap.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot the diagonally one and the other one, the one next to it. I'm pointing at my screen like you guys can see what I'm pointing at.
Talking about
So
these
if you
ones?
That one, yeah, and the diagonally one that's also at me. Yeah, that one. Those two.
You're gonna end up in a place
Okay,
that you don't want if you keep saying diagonally.
Okay, so you can power stunt to essentially make a cone of cold that could hit both of them.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's essentially like a swirling vortex of ice shards coming at them.
Okay. They will attempt a dodge save to avoid the
Okay,
area
so
effect. You don't
is
actually
it
have to roll because
plus-
an area effect automatically hits.
Oh, okay. I don't need to do anything?
Nope.
Yeah, they rolled dodge to try and take less damage.
And they both fail their dodge save, so they both have to deal with a
So now I'm just
A full bore attack.
huh?
I was like, just finishing your sentence, they have to deal with a full bore attack.
Yep. Yeah, you how does your ice destroy these two?
so like I said, it's basically I'm shooting out a giant vortex of ice shards and it just goes whoosh at both of them and I just take them out. I love this part.
All right.
So
Well,
it
you
says
know
I'm
you do.
fatigued for an hour. What counts as an hour?
An hour.
An
Basically,
hour.
the rest of this fight and then some.
Yep.
Say, is it like a literal hour or like an hour of game?
An hour.
Like-
in
An
the
hour
game.
of time for the character.
Okay, so like that would be like a turn, right?
No,
No.
No.
it's the rest of the fight because
You're-
a combat round is a handful of seconds.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're fatigued for the rest of this fight.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to get exhausted and shoot these other two too.
Well, we'll see how you feel about that when it gets back around to you.
Yeah.
Crucible.
Crucible was trying to figure out how many rounds are in an hour. I think it's like 3,600 or 36,000, depending on the decimal.
No, it's 100,
Okay.
isn't it?
Well,
Because there's 10 rounds in a minute,
mm-hmm.
so it would be 600.
600 rounds.
600 rounds in an hour.
If this goes 600 rounds, we got problems.
This is definitely true.
Well, Aaron, I'm going to use a move action to go here.
Okay,
And I can see through the portal, right?
you can.
I'm going to yell at Keone to duck.
Okay.
I'm going to peel my cover turret into thirds. And I'm going to use my magnetic volley to hit 3 targets with my multi-attack.
Sounds beautiful.
This one, and this one.
Sounds amazing, but let's see how
I am standing right in front of the portal.
You'll be okay.
it's fine.
You'll be fine unless he rolls one and I feel like giving him a hero point for a complication.
Hey, that's what my portals are for.
Complications?
Yes.
All right, so subtract 3 from each of these
I'm
shots.
so hoping someone would say that.
This is the first one.
20 will hit.
Is that with the -3?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, it took a second to jump over to Streamlabs where I could see it. And then my third shot.
Yeah, they will all hit, and one of those was a crit.
Excellent. In that case, there it is. DC 23, DC 23, DC 28.
Okay. Describe your destruction.
Yeah, so I step ahead of Bulwark. I look through the portal. I yell at Keone to duck. I peel the turret I've got into 3 different long, sharp edges, and I chuck each one into the eye of different turrets, and they explode together.
Okay. And where's the one that you threw?
Oh, I deleted it because I ripped it into pieces and threw it around.
Okay. That was moving standard.
That's my turn.
Professor C.
Okay. I am focused on the panel, so I'm not completely aware that things have been destroyed around me. So I am going to set up the.
Aren't you all tied up?
The suit is.
Oh, that's right.
I am going to set the suit as sort of a distraction. It's going to struggle against the bonds. And I am going to attempt to stealthily remove myself from the suit and continue playing with the panel.
Okay. Give me a technology check.
Okay, good. Hold on. Where? Come on, down, down, down. There we go. There we go. That is a 34.
The panel pops open.
I will tentatively poke at the X.
Okay. When you poke at the X, a couple of things are going to happen.
Oh shit.
The first thing is that the walls retract and the bots disintegrate.
Okay.
The second thing that happens is all of the illusions that were creating various terrain elements and whatnot drop, and you see the bare walls of the room. The other thing that happens is, in addition to the bare walls of the room, you see a number of figures that were hiding in the holograms. There are 10 large, bulky-looking humanoids with a cannon on one arm, and 2 people wearing battle armor. The man wearing the battle armor in the upper right corner looks at all of you and says, the queen said it would take longer than that for you guys to get past the illusion. No matter. Chessmen, attack.
Max, is this part of the illusion?
And this is where we will stop for now and pick up here next time.
I hate these guys.
So, we'll save it for next time. I think it's fine. Because I do actually have stealth, so
Okay.
it would be interesting to see if they notice the octopus.
Yes. And we will figure that out next episode. So thank you all for sticking with us. Yes, we ran a little bit late, but we also got off to a late start because of some technical problems. So I'm glad everyone stuck around. As always, Thursday, we will have a new blog post up over on untoldstoriesproject.com. By Friday, we should have several new episodes from YouTube posted to our website for the replays of this and Nether War. Next Monday, we will not continue with the Nether War. Correct?
No, but we will have a recap episode that I will not be a part of.
Okay. And I'm not sure what's going to happen, but there will probably be something here on Tuesday. We will announce that on the Discord and through all of our various social medias. So, heroes, does anyone have anything else that they would like to plug? And Alex, enjoy your honeymoon next week.
Thank you very much. I don't have anything to plug at the moment.
Nope, no plugs.
Nope.
Read a book.
Have a good week. Play a game.
Oh, if you
Okay.
are participating in NaNoWriMo, I hope you hit all of your word counts every day.
Yep.
Maybe we can drop our those of us who are doing Nano. We can always put our Nano handles into our Discord for anyone who might want to become writing buddies.
Oh, also, I'm not sure how much longer it goes for. In honor of NaNoWriMo, Humble Bundle has a bundle of like writing books.
Ooh, nice.
And as long as you're buying books electronically, if you go to greenronin.com, any purchases made on their website, you can use the code USPGR to get 5% off. And a portion of that will come back to help us keep the lights on. Well, with that, then I guess we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you around the interwebs.
Bye-bye.